will find it definitely interesting. So, Ratnesh, growing up, right? When I was growing up, I'm from a family where my father was in the military. So, growing up, I used to watch Bollywood movies pretty much every day, and Bollywood was the benchmark. To be honest, I used to love Shah Rukh Khan movies from the early 2000s and the 90s. Um, Even like 10, 12 years back, I remember when me and Ritesh were in high school, Three Idiots came out, and it was probably the epitome of Bollywood, right? Ratnesh,
It's a cult movie, yeah.
we son so many movies, Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Gum, Kal Ho Na Ho, Swadesh, even
Because
the
Abhilash, when Three Idiots came out, that was the time we were passing our 12th and going towards
sure.
engineering, right?
So this was about 10 years
Yeah. So
ago,
like
guys, and for some
yeah.
reason, things have gone downhill from there. And today, you see, as of today, I am very sad to say that the Bollywood industry is no longer the leading industry in India. And I'm not just saying that because of the success of KGF 2
I
or
agree.
RRR or Bahubali 2. No, you look at other Telugu movies like Pushpa, or you forget all these mass movies. Just look at the content coming out of the Malayalam film industry. Joji, The Great Indian Kitchen, Malik, Janagana Mana recently just released today.
It was incredible.
The Malayalam film industry is doing incredibly well since the last 4-5 years. The Kannada film industry recently produced a gem of a movie, which Ratnesh can speak about, Garuda Vamana.
That was like Garuda Damana. Incredible movie.
Incredible movie. Even we watched, Ratnesh recently watched a Marathi movie, which was amazing, right, Ratnesh?
Marathi movie, Pawankin. That was phenomenal, yeah.
Phenomenal. So we are not just talking about RRR or KGF or Bahubali 2, even small scale OTT movies like Joji, which never released on the big screen, received rave reviews not only from South Indian critics, but also from audiences around India, and was voted as the best international film at the Swedish International Film Festival. So this is a trend that we need to talk about. It is quite disturbing, and it is very sad as well as frustrating to see that the Bollywood industry is not learning and adapting their filmmaking styles, and still continuing to be arrogant and egoistic and making those time pass movies bolte hain na, jo matlab masala movies hai, which don't have a good script, don't have good content, which don't have good.
But Abhilash, I have an argument. Isn't Kashmir Files also a Bollywood movie? But
I would say not call Kashmir Files.
It was like a outcast.
I am talking about the nepotistic Karan Johar, Mahesh Bhatt productions.
I would say even Bollywood even tried to outcast Kashmir Files. I mean, like they were not even invited to this Kapil Sharma show. I mean, like, but still we've seen what Kashmir Files did, man. 330 crore, 350 crore box office collection over a 15 crore budget.
And Kashmir Files, I would consider to be more of a pan-India independent movie rather than a Bollywood movie,
Like an independent movie. And it's like a true story. That's what really happened.
Yeah. So the only movies that are coming out of... Okay. I would like to... I don't know about Ratnesh's opinion on this, but I would like to classify Bollywood movies into two kinds. One is Hindi movies, and second is Bollywood movies. And I think there is a difference, guys. Because when you talk about movies which are made for the Hindi belt, I am talking about those small Rajkumar Rao movies, Ayushmann Khurrana movies, which are doing well even today, but they are catering to a very small segment.
I would say which were doing well, Abhilash. I mean, recently a Rajkumar Rao movie was flopped. It didn't do well. It's called Hido. I mean, it's... Yeah, but I think Rajkumar Rao, Ayushmann Khurrana movies had to end till 2014, 2013 till 2018. I think for 5 years they had a good trend. However, I mean, it's like
now the movie industry has completely changed, guys, because of two reasons. It's like one is COVID. Second, or I would say more than COVID, it's because of the rapid rise of OTT platforms.
It's like you don't have any material. It's like you're so horrible. You just want to remake the same old shit, and it's like people are just tired. People are just tired. You don't have originality. You don't have dialogues. You don't. Man, you just want to do some item number. You just want to.
The only movie that I liked recently from Bollywood, when I'm saying Bollywood, I mean the big budget Dharma productions or those kind of movies, was probably Sher Shah. Was not bad, Ratnesh. But again, that was a
Sher Shah was pretty,
But again, that was a movie which Ratnesh said earlier was kind of a movie which was based on a true story. On a nationally sensitive topic.
Capitalized on patriotic.
Patriotic, yeah. So patriotic theme still sells in India. It's doing very well. So Sher Shah, Uri the Surgical Strike, Kashmir Files have all been big hits. So, but apart from that, you know, any other movie which has come out of the industry is an absolute disgrace. As Ratnesh said, they seem to be running out of ideas. And to be honest with you, there is no lack of talent in Bollywood. There are plenty of talented upcoming stars, rising stars, directors, cinematographers. But for some reason, they're obsessed with copying Malayalam scripts, Telugu scripts, and just remaking movies. There is no original.
But I would also say there are a lot of unnecessary talents in Bollywood, Abhilash. Don't you agree? Like there are some talents which I don't know, like what are they doing here? I mean, like when you see them on screen, like come on,
just
seriously.
Look at somebody
I mean,
like Ananya Pandey, or just look at somebody like, you know, there are so many people here. To be honest, you know, nothing against them, but they don't deserve their place in the industry, you know. And if this trend carries on, you know, we don't need to say what is going to happen, you know. Eventually that, guys, just look at this. KGF Chapter 2, it's a Kannada movie which has been dubbed in Hindi, has today crossed 350 crores, Ratnesh, revenue in the Hindi belt, and would overtake Dangal to be the second highest grossing Hindi movie of all time, behind, you know, incredible, what? Bahubali 2, which is again a dubbed Telugu movie. So that itself speaks volumes. I don't need to speak anything else. I don't need to speak anything else. And the third highest grossing movie is RRR in Hindi.
Oh my God.
So
I mean, what else I mean, it's like they have content, they have originality, they have.
And guys, trust me, we are not one of those people who are looking to troll Bollywood, or who don't who want the industry to end. No, it's been a great industry. You know, I have enjoyed watching Bollywood movies for my entire life. We really want the industry to learn, to reflect upon their current state, and, you know, start making movies which make sense. It's okay if they are not high budget movies. It's okay if it's similar to, let's say, a Malayalam movie. We don't need high budget movies. We need good movies. An audience is never going to go to the theater and pay 500 rupees or 1000 rupees to go watch shit like Hero Panti 2, or, you know, Judwa 3 or Kohli 5 or something like that. Because people are God. And on top of that, Ratnesh,
Hero Panti 2 released today, and it's like, it's a horrible, I mean, it's like, it got such a bad reviews. Just go and see IMDb is like 1.5 out of 10. I mean, firstly, if you're Sajid Nadiadwala, like, why would you even consider to work on this movie? Why don't you even finance this movie, man? Like, it's like
this is something that is shocking. Like, why do you spend 80 to 100 crores on a movie when you know that it's not going to break even? When you know that the script is really bad? Aren't you, like, you call yourself a filmmaker, you call yourself a producer, don't you have the basic know-how to sit down and judge a script, right, Ratnesh, and decide whether it is worth investing in, right? It is like the same old formula from the mid 2000s to the mid 2020s. It doesn't work. Times change.
I mean, it's actually getting funny, and
it's getting funny.
It's so miserable. It's actually so funny. Like, you just can't do anything. Just laugh at. I mean, like, it's amusing. It's amusing to say the least. Like,
one of my favorite, all my favorite films. Most of my favorite Indian films are actually from the Hindi film industry. You know, I love, me and Ratnesh love watching a movie called Sunday, made by Ajay Devgan and.
We still made. I mean, it was not a big hit. It was a Rohit Shetty movie,
it was apt for the time, but it is not apt for 2022. They should realize that. Because Ratnesh, one more thing I would like to talk about is, see, no matter what you want as an audience or what you want as a filmmaker, the fact of the matter is OTT is taking over the world. Okay, people are able to pay 199 rupees a month or 100 rupees a month or $4 or $5 a month and able to see everything at home. Prime Video, Netflix, you know, they are.
Abhilash, would you say OTT is the reason? Abhilash, would you say OTT is the reason that these producers are able to take the risk and they're like, "Chalo, kuch nahi hota hai." Like, you know, if a picture flop bhi hote, so OTT will take care. It will release an OTT and I'll break even and I'll get my money back.
There are two things about OTT, Ratnesh. People are not understanding. One thing, just because your movie doesn't run, अगर theater में picture नहीं चलता है, उसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि OTT is to blame for the failure. Okay, we should stop seeing it as OTT versus theater. Okay, a good movie will always run in the theater. People will go to the theater, like KGF 2 or RRR. Kashmir Files does not have extraordinary visual effects or cinematography or a big budget. 15 crore ka movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just a true story.
Everybody went to the theater. So that's what I'm saying. It's not OTT or theater. There will be OTT only movies. There will be theater only movies, and there will be movies which release in the big screen and then go to OTT. But the issue is about the quality of the movie, the script, the direction. Most importantly, I would say the script more than anything else. That Bollywood is terribly going wrong in the last decade or so, right, Ratnesh? Because see, you can cast anybody you want, you can cast the biggest superstar you want, but if you have a shit script and a shit execution, it doesn't make any difference, right? Even a Shah Rukh Khan cannot come and save your movie.
There are movies. I think some Salman Khan movies where Shah Rukh Khan did cameo, and there was a Salman Khan movie where a Shah Rukh Khan movie where I think Salman Khan came as a cameo.
Yeah.
Those movies didn't work.
Those movies would have worked, guys, maybe 10 years back.
Probably 10, 15 years back. But now,
the sad thing I feel is Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, and all these people did so much for the industry. I understand if they are not doing very well now because they have achieved everything they could possibly achieve. But I feel sad that even the young stars, Tiger Shroff, Varun Dhawan, all these up and coming actors are following the same old formula, which is shocking to me, But I don't blame them. I blame the directors, I blame the production houses, and I blame the screenwriters.
Abhilash, you know what's amusing?
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan, Ajay Devgan, Akshay Kumar, these three are like big superstars, big heroes. We would love to see them together on a movie, on a flick, or on probably. But
I would love to see them in a patriotic movie where they play.
How outrageous is that?
You know something? I would love this. I would love to see them play maybe the role of a Pathan, a Maratha, and a Sikh in the India's independence struggle. Or I would love to see them in a patriotic movie where they play army officers. I don't want to see them in Vimal Pan Masala or some shit masala song. And to be honest, guys, Shah Rukh Khan, Akshay Kumar, and Ajay Devgan are tremendous actors. But again, as I say, who are the people who are using these actors?
I mean, it's like,
the last movie I enjoyed from Bollywood, to be honest with you, it's reached such a stage that when I open YouTube ना, जब भी एक Bollywood movie release होता है, YouTube खोलो तो बस गाली दिखने को पड़ता है, गाली, trolling, that's it. That's all I see in YouTube. Oh yeah, Ratnesh, I want to ask you one more thing. The common janta movie देख के such, dude, if let's say a common man goes and sees a movie, whether it be KGF 2 or Hero Panti, we can trust 90% of their reviews. Yes, 10% data will be skewed, okay. But how come the critics are always against the आम जनता? अगर आम जनता बोलता है मूवी बढ़िया है तो critics बोलेगा कि मूवी बेकार है. For example, critics gave Kashmir Files a very bad review and KGF 2 a bad review. Some critics, I don't want to name them, but we know that some critics.
Yeah, listen.
But they have given Hero Panti glowing reviews where audiences are actually angry.
Exactly. India Today said Hero Panti is a paisa vasool, all out masala flick that we haven't seen
something
so far now. I mean, what the fuck was KGF? KGF was like.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I just like critics are like, I can't believe on them, man. Like, they're like so paid.
Growing up, when me and Ratnesh were in high school, I used to always think critics are like the हम गुरु बोलते हैं ना जिंदगी में, मतलब अगर एक मूवी देखना है तो we look at the critics review and go for a movie. Now we look at the audience review and go for a movie. That's how things have changed.
Exactly. I mean, it's because of social media that we are able to connect with all this, audience across the world. And we can just see them. We don't need critics anymore. I mean, why would we need any more critics? Unless for some award and like, all these. Firstly, I don't really consider any of those awards. I think all of them are like fake. Like, just pay money and you get to awards. I just, the thing, Abhilash, there's like so much negativity in that film industry or Bollywood that it's like you actually feel contaminated when you actually see a movie from them. I don't know. Like it just feels. I think there must be so much negativity in them that it just translates to us.
True. Yeah, true. Well, we spoke about nepotism and all those problems about a couple of years back, right, Ratnesh? It's been a couple of years. I can't believe how time has flown. When Sushant died, unfortunately. In fact, Sushant's movie was the last movie I truly enjoyed. Was a wonderful movie, Chichori. They should make movies like that more often. But a great movie. And me and Ratnesh made a very angry video about nepotism and everything. And we don't want to talk more about Bollywood because, sometimes we don't want to, cry over spilled milk. And and to be honest, more than I'm just sad, Ratnesh. I'm just embarrassed, and मैं थक चुका हूं उनके बारे में बात करके. ये लोग सीखते नहीं हैं.
Like we can't even be angry anymore. It's just sad. I'm not even sad anymore. I'm just finding it amusingly funny. Like
It's like आपके घर में, let's say there is a naughty kid, or like let's say आपके घर में there is a family member who is always chaotic. 5 times, 10 times they do mistakes, you can support them. But after some time it becomes like, okay, you are like, okay, just leave it. It's like that. It's a desperate, it's a hopeless situation, but hopefully they learn from it. There are some upcoming releases, Ratnesh, Brahmastra, Pathan, the Hrithik Roshan's new movie, and hopefully those can
Brahmastra, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
I think Amir Khan is doing a Forrest Gump again, a remake. Like
but to be honest, I think Lal Singh Chaddha will do well. I think it'll do well. I think he will do well for sure. Amir will do a good job.
He will do well for sure. Even if it doesn't do well, I think Chinese are there to take care of it. So
I think
I
think Amir Khan is probably the only person in the industry right now, personally for me, who might escape this negative sentiment because he's always low profile.
He could. He's the only one that could.
I think he's the only one in the entire film industry I'm talking about who can just launch a movie today and people will go watch it because people loved PK, people loved Dangal, people loved Three Idiots, people loved,
I personally, I didn't like PK. I love Three Idiots. I love Dangal, but again, PK,
I enjoyed it, but we can talk about it later. Yeah. But again, PK was original.
So that's all there is.
PK was original. Dangal was original movie.
PK was original.
So I feel bad. So, and we don't even want. Should we even review Hiropati? And I don't think it's worth our time, right, Ratnesh?
I don't. Personally, I don't even want to watch. I'm not watching that. Anyone who watches it, hats off to you guys. But I'm.
It's sad because
we are movie reviewers, guys. We just
people don't
we just two guys who just enjoy watching movies and we just come and give our opinions.
And people don't realize one thing, guys. We are middle class people. There are people who go spend 500 rupees or 350 rupees at Inox or PVR to buy one ticket, और वो घर के पापा मम्मी सबको लेके जाते हैं. And when you go to that theater, the bloody popcorn costs 500 rupees. So going for a movie is like a 2,000 to 3,000 rupee investment. Filmmakers should at least think of the Aam Janta.
True.
When they go for a movie, it should be.
So that was all it is, guys.
That's all.
Yeah, this was our opinion.
This was our take. We don't want to talk more about it. Right now. I have no idea. I don't want to talk about it. I think we'll go watch Janagana Mana, Ratnesh. It's a new Malayalam movie by Prithviraj.
Janagana Mana released today at last. It's incredible. People are saying Prithviraj.
Yeah, we'll watch it. So thank you guys for seeing this video and final thoughts, Ratnesh. क्या करे? भगवान बचाए इन लोगों को, right? भगवान भी नहीं बचाएगा.
भगवान ही बचाए. आएगा यार. True.
There is a quote by Nawazuddin Siddiqui in the movie The Mountain Man, okay, Manjhi the Mountain Man, जिसमें he says, हमेशा अपने जिंदगी में भगवान पे भरोसा मत करो, क्या पता भगवान हम पे भरोसा कर रहा होगा. Maybe it's true. Maybe God is hoping.
Ironic that Nawazuddin Siddiqui. Abhilash, did you hear Nawazuddin Siddiqui? What did he have to say about KGF and RRR?
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
You know what he said. I'll let me quote him. He said that it's good to see that post-pandemic people are coming to watch content and movies, but he said it's idiotic that people are watching such type of movies. I don't know what he meant by such type of movies. I mean, it's like,
it's kind of funny that people are actually going to the theater to watch 2,000 crore magnum opuses. Yeah, but
yeah.
So I think
such
Nawazuddin
movies
has,
you call 2000.
And guys, it's not just
Nawazuddin has big problems. I could smell him burn. We could literally
guys,
smell
it's not
burn
just that
from him.
KGF 2 and RRR have made more than 1,000 crores, which is itself a historic achievement. Please go look at the reviews of those movies. Both of them are rated extremely high on IMDb, on Book My Show, on Google reviews, and on all the reviews that matter. So it's not just box office numbers we're talking about, right? It's about the passion,
Yeah.
the response all across the country that they received. In fact, all across the world. You go to America and see people who are standing in queues to go see KGF 2 and RRR. And I'm not talking about
You went in Arlington, right? You went in Arlington, Texas to watch KGF.
And I had people from Korea, people from America watch the movie with me and come out happy. So let's not talk about that, Nawazuddin. You should remember where you came from. Pocket mein 5 rupees nahi the aapke paas. So, and you are talking like that now.
Yeah, I mean, it's ironic that he had to say all this.
He's talking about
it's very ironic.
KGF 2 like that. And he should realize that the man who played Rocky in KGF 2 just a decade ago was raat ko 12 baje stuck in a bus stop in Bangalore, thinking whether should I go back home to my rural town.
His father still drives KRTC bus.
The public bus in Karnataka.
Till today.
So, wo kya aadmi hai?
Whose son could be India's biggest. Abhilash, for me, Yash could be a superstar that we haven't seen before. That we had Amitabh Bachchan, we had Rajesh Khanna, we had all these people. But I would say Yash could be that guy in this era.
Yash is doing interviews with random YouTubers who have less than 20,000 subscribers, And there you have these Bollywood stars who don't even come out of their apartments. Even when one of their colleague was, we know what happened to Sushant. So let's not talk about Bollywood.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for watching.
That's all it is, guys. That's our. Thank you for watching.
Every time
we'll catch
talk
on
about Bollywood, we lose our shit. So let's not talk.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, guys.